All right, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me okay? Let me get a sound off in chat. Can y'all hear me now in chat? Sorry about that. I was having some audio issues and I didn't know about it until just now. Sorry about that, folks. Didn't mean to leave y'all all scared there for a minute. All right. So, welcome to my stream. I'll briefly go back over what I was just talking about because I did not know that y'all couldn't hear me. My microphone was not turned on. I apologize for that. I actually was using it earlier and I turned it off when I was cleaning house. So now it's back on, so we can proceed with the stream. So what I was talking about is, as y'all can clearly see, this season is very much Egypt themed. And I like the look that we've got for this opening here. It looks like a Egyptian tomb or temple kind of setup. I want to say tomb because it's got Anubis there, and Anubis is very heavily connected to death mythology, which is cool. And you've got it raining frogs right now. Raining frogs. This is a reference to the plagues of Egypt. Now, in the plague of Egypt, it did not rain frogs. We'll talk about that in a minute, but just wanted to point that out. That's what that's a reference to. And if we go to the Battle Pass, I talked about this a second ago, but y'all didn't hear me. I like what I'm seeing in the Battle Pass. The first thing that it gives us is automatically, if you buy the Premium Pass, it gives us this really cool execution called Jasmine's Box, which basically is a soul gem from Skyrim. It basically sucks up the soul of the victim. And it's really cool looking. I actually like the idea here because it makes you wonder, what are you going to do with the soul? Like, what's that going to be used for? Maybe we'll see something later in the season that talks more about that. But it's a cool concept, and it's something we haven't seen yet, so I like that. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? It left before I could finish talking about what I wanted to, but that's fine. Also, I want to talk about this. I mentioned it a second ago. The Raider skin. This new skin that we've got. All right. Once the full story comes out, because I think it's going to be another 3-part story, and Maul just sent me the first part. I'm going to read it over. Once all 3 parts come out, I will read it over, and I will read the lore out to you in a video, and I will tell you my thoughts on it in another video. I'll talk about whether I think it works and what I like about it and all that. Let me talk about the skin, though. Many people have been complaining the skin looks garbage, and it is not worth what it's priced at. It's priced at 25,000 steel. Now, do I think it's overpriced? Oh, definitely. It is definitely not worth 25,000 steel. I would put this at 7,000, maybe 8,000. If you wanted to go 10,000, I'd say that's a stretch, but I'd still accept it over 25,000 steel. Especially when you consider that this skin limits everything else. Like, you can't change anything about it other than color scheme of the pants and stuff like that. Believe me when I say this is definitely overpriced. But is it trash? No, I don't think it's necessarily trash. There are a few things that I do like about it. For example, I like the fact that if you zoom in on the arm here, if you look very carefully at the forearm before it reaches the bicep, look just above the bracelet, you can see energy flowing up the arm from the bracelet, as if the bracelet is actively corrupting him slowly over time, which I think is a cool concept. If you look at the skin, his shoulders and arms look like they have been deteriorated somehow, which is kind of neat. And it looks like they have tattoos of Nordic ruins all over, as to show his devotion. But if you look at the other side, it looks like it has been slowly corroded. So it's like his body is trying to ward off some kind of corruption, which is really neat. I can't wait to read the lore to see what this is about. As for the eyes, I wish I could zoom in on the eyes, but I can't. They're very pale looking, which makes me think that he's almost in an undead state, or he's in a cursed state, which is neat. And the axe, while simple, looks Egyptian. It looks kind of creative. I like the shape of the axe head. So all in all, I don't think it's a terrible skin. It's not historically accurate. I'll give you that. And it's way too overpriced. But I don't think it's terrible. I look at it the same way I looked at Ramiel. A creative concept, a creative skin idea. Just not something I would charge $25,000 for. Or 25,000 steel, sorry. I got it so that when I do my video, I can use them. So I do that for you. I make these sacrifices for you, my beloved audience. So I hope y'all appreciate that. And don't worry, we're also going to talk about the new event game mode, and we're going to talk about the Conk and Shallon reworks, because I know that's what y'all care about anyway. So, Any questions so far? Any comments, concerns, anything like that? Ooh, I missed a few. Oh, let's see. Yep, lots of people kind of agreeing. Let's see. I send the swarm, I send the horde, thus said the Lord. A great reference there. Okay, so let's dive into Just the Pharaohs. And we're going to start off just playing with bots right now, because I really want to just take my time and go through this, rather than worry about playing other characters. We'll play against other people in a minute, but first let's just take our time and go through this. Alright, so let's go... might as well go Shaolin first. Alright, we're going to go Shaolin. Let's get started. That's JJ game. Fix that. Thank you. Alright, so you can see the pyramids in the background, and you can still see it raining frogs. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about that. In the book of Exodus, in the Bible, it talks about when Moses is trying to free the Egyptians, or not free the Hebrews from Egypt. He comes to Pharaoh and constantly says, let my people go so that they may worship the Lord in the desert, and if you don't, this plague will happen. And Pharaoh constantly says, no, you don't scare me. And then Moses goes, all right, and then suddenly the plague happens. And this is a reference to the plague of frogs, because I believe it's the second plague. Moses comes to Pharaoh and says, if you don't, let my people go now, or frogs will overwhelm the land. And sure enough, frogs flooded out of the Nile. Jesus flooded out of the Nile. You could not walk anywhere without a croaking frog underneath your foot. You know, it was just terrible. And for the Egyptians, this was a serious issue because frogs were sacred animals. Frogs were symbols of birth and reproduction. Their god of reproduction had the head of a frog. So it was wrong to hurt frogs. It was wrong to purposefully kill a frog. You could be punished for stepping on one. And now there was nowhere you could step where you couldn't step on one. So this was a serious issue for the Egyptians. Oh, okay. No. What the? I thought that the light became enhanced. How did she stop my light? I thought that the lights were enhanced. Maybe I'm crazy, but whatever the case. So this is a reference to the plague of frogs. The frogs in the Bible story did not fall from the sky. They crawled up from the Nile. So that's an important factor to bring in. And as you can see, if you look out at the water right now, it is red. It has all become... Whoa! Major issue there. That's crazy. That was weird. Let me go help out Raider. We'll talk about this in a minute. Got him. Let me just say that I love Shaolin's rework. It's a really nice rework. I had to be up against bot 3, didn't I? Dang it. Stinking P-Rat. Hit him, Nusha. Hit him, Nusha. Get her. Nusha. Why'd you stand there, Nusha? That ain't cool. That ain't cool. Well, anyway, back to what we were talking about. Yeah, get rid of her. Get rid of her. Oh, you're dead. Bye, Nusha. Bye, Nusha. You could have killed her mid-execution, but no, you decided to be stupid. All right, anyway. So, in the River of Blood plague, when Moses says this, it's actually the first of the plagues Moses approaches Pharaoh and says, "Let my people go so they may worship me." And when Pharaoh says no, oh crap. Call this old-fashioned revenge, P-Rat. Hold on. Ah, crap. I mistimed it. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. Get out of my sight. Later, gladiator. Alright, let's head over here. Now, this is a big difference about this game mode. Zone B is no longer owned by the minions. It's just another capture point. So that means that this area is going to be a lot more crazy. Kagebushin no Jutsu! Databayo! Shaolin wouldn't speak Japanese. You keep getting me with that one. I don't understand that. I thought Shaolin's lights were, enhanced. Crap! Ah, God, I thought I had him mid combo. Oh, gladiator, why are you always my bane? No, you don't get to run away. Yeah, you don't get to run away, Glad. You don't get to do that and then run. No, no, get out of here. Come on. This just got crazy. Shaolin just feels so much more complete now. I love it. Nice pose there. Oh, God.
You captured Zone B. You lost Zone C.
Nope. Stay away. Stay away, Maniac Man. I did it. Now let's go help out Raider. I understand Shaolin also has an opening kick now. Let's try that. Ah, there you go. That'll help him. That'll help him. All right, let's go. Oh, it's Pyrat. The parry. Dang it. God, the parries. There you go. Get him, Nusha. Get him, Nusha. Leave my Nusha alone. Yeah. Yeah, it's what you get. It's what you get. Boom. Got him. Things will change once I go actually into PvP. But I'll say this, the map, what I really wanted was I wanted a Egyptian map, like not just a, I don't mean like just a like a plague map like what this is. I wanted like a legit map. But for what this is, I like the idea of the plagues being presented. I'd like to see more plagues. I'm looking around and I think I see like flies or locusts flying around, which could be a reference to one of the other plagues. But it's hard to say for sure. Oh, hang in there, Nusha, honey. I got you. Dang it. Nusha, you gave him a shield. Why'd you give him a shield? There you go. There you go. No, you don't. No, I could have sworn that they said that Shaolin's lights were going to be enhanced. I could have sworn they said that. Am I crazy?
You captured Zone B.
Ah! Not the revenge! No. No. Thank you, Nusha! Ha ha! Nusha with the win. I'm going to play some music for you. It's the way. This is the way. And for those wondering, no, Lark is not here tonight to moderate. He is at a meeting tonight. Yeah, get him, Nusha. No.
You lost Zone A.
Dang it. Oh.
You lost Zone B.
Am I locked in here with you? Or are you locked in here with me? I'm definitely locked in here with you. My turn for revenge.
Your team is breaking.
I got him! Ha ha! Yeah! Punch you out! Boom! Take a nap. Alright. But I could have sworn his lights were enhanced.
Your team rallied.
Got him! That combo is so good. I love that sweep. No, you don't.
Lost Zone A.
Yeah! 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 Boom! I love it.
Your team
Go down, boy. Go down, boy. He's gone. He took a dip.
is breaking.
Oh, man. I'm going to stay in B because I know they're coming for me. Yeah, here they come. Here they come. All right. All right, come on. I'm ready for you, Yorm. I'm ready for you, Yorm. No, come on. You got to do better than that. You got to do better than that. No, no. Back up, back up, back up. No, 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 no. Play nice. Play nice, Yorm.
Zone A.
Play nice, Yorm.
You lost.
This is not... No, Yorm. No, Yorm. Stop it.
Your team is breaking.
Yeah. Nope, nope. Just keep your distance. Oh, God. You didn't capitalize on that, Yorm. That was your fault. Oh, no, no. Oh, no. No, no. No, no, no. Oh, yes. Yes. I got him. Even out of stamina, I got him. Yeah. That's what you get, crazy hammer man. Woohoo. Let's go, let's go. It's monkey brain time. It's monkey brain time. It would be you, pirate. It had to be you. No, you don't. No, you don't. Come on. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah, let's meditate on that win. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. You shall not pass. That was gore. Wait, I had 2 Nushas on my team? Oh, I did not realize. Thought I only had the 1. It's crazy. That was great. Oh, that was fantastic. Anyway, let's see what's going on. Aaron says, so basically God is real and For Honor. No. No, because keep in mind, guys, they don't. The Christian God isn't a thing, according to what people keep telling me. No, literally, I made a video not long ago talking about how I thought that there was an argument to be made that the Knights could be Christian. And everyone kept telling me, no, you're wrong, they're not. So I released a video saying, here's my evidence, here's my points as to why I think they could be Christian. And I got a lot of people saying, no, they're not Christian, blah, blah, blah. Because a Christian God is never mentioned. They're clearly pagan because they worship the Greek and Roman gods because that's what's mentioned. And my response to that was, yeah, but knights historically weren't pagan. Well, they just didn't want to hear it. So apparently, we can't have that, right? So whatever. All right, it's time for Conqueror. I've talked about Shaolin. It's time to go Conqueror. Let's go with Reina. Now, some of you already know this. In fact, you're probably already talking about it in chat. But Conqueror's rework is pretty busted, according to everybody. Now, I've only played Conqueror once since the rework. Only once. So, take this with a grain of salt. I do think that it is incredibly powerful and very unneeded. I think that Conqueror's rework is a little too much. But, with that being said, I don't think it's all bad. And here's what I mean by that. I initially thought that the unblockable heavy chain was a bad thing, for sure. But then I kind of realized Conqueror's heavies are already so slow and predictable that they're easily parried by the smart player. And they're also easily dodged back from. So I don't mind that too much. What bothers me are 2 things. There are 2 things that bother me about the Conqueror rework. The first one is that he can get a free unblockable heavy uppercut from a bash. So that means he can do a bash from neutral and get you with a heavy that can execute. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Take that thing away. That is not necessary. The other problem that I have is this. The speed at which he can go into all guard, and the fact that not only does he not lose stamina while in all guard, he can regain stamina in all guard. Look, here's the thing. Black Prior was the only hero for a while that could go into all guard and not lose any stamina. Okay? But now, Conqueror is the only hero who can regain stamina in all guard. Keep that in mind. Valkyrie and Warlord lose stamina in all guard. Black Prior just hold stamina where it is. But Conk can regain stamina in all guard. No, that's BS. And the speed that they can go into all guard. Like, they can switch from an attack and... Watch this.
You captured Zone B.
It is unreal how fast that is. Got him. Like I said, it's kind of unfair. In a 1v1 situation, Conk has an automatic edge over everybody. That needs to change. If Conqueror is and here's the thing. Do I think that the Conqueror rework needs some fixing? Do I think that they need to take this back to testing grounds and fix it? Yes, I totally do. Do I think that the game is busted because of this? No. See, look at my stamina. I'm in all guard, but I'm gaining it back at a rapid rate. That's ridiculous. We're done. Okay, I've been asked if I ever play with subs. I do, but not during streams, because for some reason my internet does not like it when I stream and play with other people. Oh, I fell for that one. Come on. Ah, I finally got axed. And a frog jumped over me. No, not the frog. Alright, so. The only one who hasn't died yet is our Shaolin. That's interesting. That is interesting. He's held on pretty well. I'm going to go to A to see if I can't help up there, because that Shaolin isn't going to last much longer. Bye. Oh, good cancel. Ooh, good read. That was good read. I think my problem with it, though, is that that's what it really is. It's all about reading when they're going to do that bash. If you read when the bash is coming, then the conch can easily counter anything you do.
You lost Zone B.
But I don't like this reality. Here's what I don't like. It's like what happened was the gamers told the developers, here's our problem with Conk. His bash is the only thing he does. He goes into a bash which grants him his light, which lets him go into his light chains. And then occasionally he'll do an all guard to get a counter strike. And that's just not a good idea. We don't like that concept. And they said, "Oh, okay. Well, let's ruin him."
You lost Zone C.
Ooh, good move. Oh, God. I asked for that one. I asked for that one. I fed his revenge. Oh, that was mean of me. Griffin's not going to last. Griffin's not going to last. Oh, wait, he did it. Oh, good job, Griffin. I underestimated you. But I did kind of set him up for you, just saying. Just saying, I set that up for you. I just set that up. I'm going to C so that this guy can't just run over there and heal. Nah, that's not happening. That's not happening, Chief. No. Don't start with that now. Oh, good move, good move. But Shaolin gotcha. Ah, Shaolin came in from behind. Good parry. And Shaolin got you again. But yeah, to those saying that Conk is pretty OP right now, you will hear no argument from me. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Ooh, I need to stop falling for that. Ah, dang. This conch is good. This conch is very good. Very good. Alright, well, I've got 6 kills and 4 takedowns. So, that's not too bad. But what's sad is, I think the 4 takedowns have all been from the same guy. Need to get back in there. Well, we lost A. Warden's going to try to hold on in C. I'll tell you that right now. I'm going to go to B. Hi. Oh crap. Oh crap. Ah, dang it. Raider got me from behind. I didn't expect that from you, Raider. I didn't expect that from you. Alright, let's see what chat's saying while I'm dead. Alright, back into it, back into it. I just checked. No one was saying anything in that look. The sad thing is I wish Lark were here so that he could help me look over chat, but it's not easy.
You lost Zone C.
Yep, got him.
You
Alright, going up to A.
You captured Zone A.
We meet again, Buzz Lightyear.
Captured Zone
Oh,
C.
we're gonna be honorable now? Okay, sure.
You lost.
Ah, dang. Yeah, dang it. Warden went bye-bye. Oh, man. Yeah, Conk is just so strong right now. I agree with John. I agree with John DeLiar, who said that Conk is definitely really strong, like scary strong, and but he doesn't think he's broken. I agree. I don't think he's broken, but he's close enough that he needs a fixing. It reminds me a lot of when dude, I'm not gonna do that to you. Come on, let's have an honorable one. Oh, we're not gonna so we're not gonna so I guess honor went out the window, huh? Yeah, honor went out the window there, didn't it, Chief? Yeah. Yeah, Conk, I see how it is. So you come up to me and you be all polite, like, all right, we're going to salute, we're going to have a good fight, and then you win. But then suddenly we do that again, and I don't bump you off the ledge. I don't do that to you. I'm better than that. But then you decide to do that nonsense. Yeah, screw you, dude. Screw you, dude. Not cool. Not cool. But yeah, everyone who's saying that Conk's rework is bad, like it's way too much, no, I agree. It reminds me a lot of the Shinobi one. It reminds me a lot of when Shinobi went through testing grounds and then they released him, and it was super bad. Like everyone said it's really, really bad, so they had to pull Shinobi again and fix him. And now they've kind of got Shinobi closer to where they wanted to be. I feel the same way here. I feel that way about Conqueror. They tried to fix him, went way too far. Now they're gonna have to reel him back and fix him again. So I don't know when they'll do it. I hope they do it soon, because right now I know the community is not happy. The community is not happy. But let me say this. I want to say this too. In response to the people who keep saying that this change, like here's the thing. Here's what bothers me. This is what bothers me so much. When this change was announced, it pissed off everyone. And sure, I understand being upset with it. But people were saying, oh, game's dead. Giving up on the game was the best thing we ever did. It will never be good. And even people like Slanderous, who made a video not long ago that I responded to, saying that For Honor's actually a good game now, saying that it's trash and that Ubisoft's ruining it. And people like Eskimo Pie and All these other people were just coming out of the woodwork saying how awful this is. And my response to that is, because of a rework that didn't work out? Yeah, that happens. That happens. Alright, I gotta play as a hybrid. Alright. Let's go. I'm feeling Griffin. Let's go Griffin. If I'm gonna go Monkey Brain, I might as well go all the way Monkey Brain. And then after this, we'll switch to normal Dominion a few times, and then we'll go to Breach. Easy as that. But yeah, guys, they release bad updates sometimes. We sometimes get a bad season. It happens. It doesn't mean the game's dead. Gosh. I think people just overreact too much. That's my problem. That's the problem I think it is. Let's see. As a semi-regular conk main, I feel bad for you. The fact that he can feint his bash is just ridiculous. Yeah, I can understand that. Although, Highlander can feint his kick, too, so I don't know. Hey, Raven, what's your favorite angel? I guess Michael. Alright. Let's see. So on the Skypiea arc, and you're right, adds nothing but seeing Robin makes me happy. So, oh. Y'all are talking about One Piece. Do you think the pirate is still broken? I think is the best word. I hate that it's literally a 50-50 guess, and if you guess wrong, you lose 1/5 of your health, and she can just spam her combo. I think they fixed some of that, but yeah, I think that, I think Pirate still needs a little bit of help, but I don't think she's as broken as she was. She was really, really bad. Alright. Oh, hi. How did I fall? I wasn't that close to the ledge. Oh well.
You lost Zone B. You captured Zone A.
Well, at least I killed the Kong. That's what matters.
You lost Zone A.
At least I killed the Conk. But let's see, their team is 2 Conks, a Valkyrie, and a Pirate. Oh god. Oh man, this is what For Honor's gonna feel like for the next few days. Just gonna be real honest. Probably for the next few weeks. But think about it, guys. I very rarely see Pirates in matches anymore. But I think people are playing Pirate now because they think, all right, if we're going to beat Broken Conk, we need Broken Pirate. So I think that's the mentality. That people are sick of fighting a Conqueror that they feel is broken. So they're saying, well, then we'll just play Pirate who is equally broken. Well, I killed you. That is something I can take pride in. I'll take back B.
You captured Zone B. You lost Zone B. You captured Zone
Yeah, this is the way For Honor's gonna feel for a while, isn't it? Alrighty.
You lost Zone C.
How many kills do I need to get as a... Oh, I've only got 2 kills, so, yeah. Alright, let's go to C.
Zone B.
Let's see if I run into the other conch. No, it's the Valkyrie bot again.
Zone A.
Got him. Well, at least I know I can beat bots. That much I do know. No, you don't. That's for earlier. Pick him up. And you're up.
You captured Zone A.
Got him. This feels familiar. This feels very familiar. I think I recall killing that conch and you showing up to finish me off earlier. That feels very familiar, Pirate. Are we living in deja vu? Is that what this is? Man, that was cringe. But yeah, I got conch at last. I figured out his game plan there. Oh, no, you don't, Valk. No, you don't. There we go. Finish up. Get out of here, Pirate. I got this. I got this. I can handle one bot. You're needed elsewhere. There we go. You are needed elsewhere. Yeah, like A, for example. Oh my gosh, they're all headed to A. Hang on, Shaolin. We're coming. Oh, run away, little pirate. Yeah, I had to run until you have... Yeah, look at that pirate run. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, that girl can run. Yes, she can. Yes, she can. Oh, she can run away like a baby. Yep, there it is. There it is. Yes. Yeah, pirate. Woo. Oh, you ran like a bitch. God, y'all saw that, right? Can we get an F in chat for Psycho Jeeper here? Can we get an F in chat for that absolute cringe maneuver? Run away like a coward until you got some big bully to save you. That is the equivalent. That is the equivalent of the little kid saying, I'm going to go get my big brother and he's going to beat you up. That was gorgeous. Thank you for that. I needed that cringe. No, you don't. There you go. Nailed you from behind, pirate. Oh, but that felt good, didn't it? That felt very good, didn't it? Yeah, thank you, Shaolin. Ah, that was funny. That was funny. Pirate couldn't hack it on her own, so she had to go get help. Valkyrie, what are you doing here? How did you hit me? I died. Are your spears heat sinking? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm about to take your head off. Hey, look at that. Alright, let's go back to B or A. Make sure that they win that. Alright, good job, guys. I'm going up to A. Hi. Take his head off. Let's take his head off. He's still dead. Oh, so that's how it is. Okay, heal up. And bomb. Woo! Come over here, buddy. Come over here, buddy. Let's do it. Come on, come on. No, handshake me. Oh, we've got another enemy. I didn't even see that. All right, someone high five. There we go. Yeah, yeah. I guess they just weren't enough for the knights who say, "Yeet." No, my phone rang. Hold on. That was great. Oh, man. Just all the Fs. I'm looking over all the Fs. Oh, I got money in chat. $4 from Jarl of Helheim. Thank you, man. Really appreciate the donation. Always nice to see. Hey, Raven, people think that the new hero's weapon has 2 modes. One is long axe mode, and the other mode is him being able to split the axe in half. I don't know if that's true. That would be an interesting idea, but I don't know how I'd feel about that. All right, let's go over to normal Dominion now. I'm willing to bet there will be a ton of Conquerors and Shaolin. Just a guess. Someone else playing Griffin can't be. No, it's me. Hey Raven, have you ever been to Japan? No, but I'm going hopefully next year. I've set aside plans to head there next spring, actually. Alright, let's see. On our team are 2 Conquerors and a Shaolin. Why am I not surprised? Okay, I've still got to play as a hybrid. So, let's go. I could go Nobushi, but I still want to get some practice with Shaolin. I also want to get some work with pirates. Let's go Nobushi. Let's go Nobushi. I don't do her nearly enough. I need to work more with Nobushi. Now the question is, do I do the daughter of Nobu and Warden, or do I do default Nobu? Let's go the daughter. Let's go the daughter of Nobu and Warden. I'm still working on a name for her. Thinking Suzuki, but no, that doesn't fit. Maybe Cowrie? No. Maybe. No, that's not a good one. Shizune? No, that one's not good. Not Shizune. What's a good one? Raven do a German accent? Why would you want me to do the German accent? Every time I do a German accent, I either do it as a Nazi or I do it as a very gay German. I cannot do a good German accent. But if you wish to hear me do the German accent, you must know that most of my German experience comes from watching reruns of Hulk and Heroes. And I talk a lot like the general. That is how I do the German. Hey Raven, how's it going? A nice accent, thank you. I do a lot of accents. Most of them bad, but I do a lot of accents. Okay, well, it looks like the plagues haven't reached this far into Heathmore yet, so let's roll! Woo! Oh god, that samurai just ate it. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. I wonder if my Nobu will do well against the Conkenog.
You captured Zone A.
I doubt it. We're up against a Conk, a Raider, a Zhongjun, and a Sanhu. Alright. Let's roll. Well, it looks like a party's going on in B. Let's check this out. No, you don't. Oh, it's a bot. It's a bot 3. You can always tell a bot 3 because they're the only ones that will parry you.
You lost Zone A.
I almost got the kill, but Shaolin then stepped in and said, "No me." Oh my gosh! Look at the Vikings. Look at the Viking minions. They're corrupted. They look blackened and they look sickly. So only the Viking minions got affected by... That is clever. I like that. I like that only the Viking minions got affected. That ties into the lore. That fits. Okay. I dig that. That's a good idea. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't, JJ. Come here. I'm going to dab on you. I'm going to dab on you. Yeet! That was disgusting. Oh, thunder outside. Hello, Raider. Raider? Raider? Okay. Raider's just like, nope.
You lost Zone C.
Let's clear Zone B, I guess. Is that who I think it is walking in?
Nobody here but us chickens.
Lark, come on in. You're just in time to help moderate some more of this.
Alright.
Because we've only barely begun. Run away! Oh my gosh! Is this happening? Yeah, he's coming back now. Get out of here. Yeah, that Raider's whole game plan was to ledge us, and I said no to that. Let's make some distance while he's still doing that. Again, dabbing. Prepare to dab. And dab. Oh, that's so... Ah, the light spam got me. That sucks. Hang in there, Shaolin. I'll be back in a minute. Frickin' Raider and his light spam. But then again, to be fair, I lighted him with a few bleeds earlier. But then, isn't that Nobuchi's whole MO, just to light you up with bleeds? Shaolin's not going to last long against JJ. I'm coming, Shaolin. Hold on. Hold on, buddy. Hold on, buddy. You did it! Yeah! Go away. I'll handle this. I'll handle this. No, you don't. No, you don't. This is the part where all of your lights come in handy. Yeah, the light. Oh my gosh! Just all those lights, one after the light. You know, people don't talk about Raider light spam, but it does exist. You get a Raider scared enough, oh, he will throw his lights till the cows come home. Oh, and this is a scared Raider, too. He runs away when he knows he's outnumbered, and when he gets into a fight, he just throws his lights. Oh, that is cringe. And revenge is mine! Die. That's how it works, Raider. That's how it works. Alright, let's head over to C. Well, actually, I better go help out over here first. Oh, good timing, Kyoshi.
You capture Zone C.
Oh, good move. I thought he was gonna dodge. Oh god, no, no. Need to heal up. Yes, save. Ah, I thought healing would save me. It did not. Ah. Oh well.
I say for the next Raider rework, we make him a paraplegic. Any backers? Interesting proposal.
That is an interesting proposal. It would fit with For Honor's very strange modus operandi lately. No, get some distance. Yeah, get him, cunt, get him, cunt. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, right. Oh no, not you, not you. Oh, dang it. What is wrong? I'll get the kill, but then someone runs in and gets me back. I guess that's the way of the world, you know? You get those momentary wins and then clap. So what's chat doing right now?
Let's see. Right now, they're talking about the potential of a Raider rework.
I don't think Raider needs a rework. I think he's already strong enough. Raider is plenty strong enough as he is. Unless you're saying you want to rework him with a nerf, in which case, well, what are your suggestions?
My opinion, the pirate should have been a Wu Lin hero. No arguments here. And this hero can start us off with a Vanguard hero. Also, Wu Lin can finally have a final addition to the Wu Lin because she has Wu Lin heritage. Yeah, that would make logical sense.
Yeah, we talked about that. I said that it was pretty bullcrap that Pirate wasn't a Wu Lin. Oh, I keep falling for that.
You gotta conquer your own.
I'm gonna leave this just in case.
Good call. He saw this like, oh, hey, no, I don't know. Hey, Raven, can I get an Italian accent? I mean, if you work for it, I guess you could.
Well, I did a German accent earlier.
Well, did you know?
I do not do the Italian as well as I do my German, and even my German is not very good.
There are several German accents.
Of course, I could always do it as a Mario.
It's me.
Mario. Of course, if you're going to do Italian at all, you need to learn it from Assassin's Creed and go, I'm going... Resquies in pace.
Ti prego.
Prego.
Una impazza perfetta.
Che cosa? But yeah. What's this? Got another
Raven,
message.
have you seen Samurai Jack?
Of course I've seen Samurai Jack. I know very few people who haven't seen Samurai Jack.
At least from our generation.
Oh, I just got a message from Aaron. Yes, Aaron, I've seen that clip. It's hilarious. Very much the way Ichiro Oda would do a scene. Just that is very much what Ichiro Oda would do. I've seen that clip.
Okay, let's say there's a Horus Heresy movie. Who would you cast as the Primarchs? Like, that depends. Is it live action or is it...
I don't know. I don't know enough live action characters that would do well. I don't follow live action actors that much.
I mean, Bruce Willis, I would like.
Bruce Willis could play Horus.
Yeah.
Or Lorgar.
Just get him to fake a British accent.
You know, you could get Fabio to do Fulgrim, I guess.
Possibly. Terry Crews would make a good Vulcan.
Yeah, he would. Chris Pratt might make a decent Sanguinius.
If they give him a wig.
Yeah. Crazy. Liam Neeson has to be the Emperor.
Yeah,
Liam Neeson could be the Emperor.
indeed.
Who else? Rogel Dorn would have to be, what's his name? Gosh. Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott for Rogel Dorn.
I could see.
I see the look. I just don't see like the voice.
True. I've got to do one more. I got to get 2 more kills as a hybrid.
Viggo Mortensen as Lionel Johnson.
That could work.
Whoever did Optimus Prime as Varys Manus. Actually, I think Viggo Mortensen, like you guys here, I think that would actually make a good Sanguinius.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there are definite possibilities. Definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
And who is the guy from, I know who Angron would be. He's the guy from, he's always like the side bad guy. Like, I can't remember his name. I just can't. Don't ask me. I can't remember it. All right, let's go pirate. I need to go pirate because she needs some help.
The Rock as Magnus the Red. No, I wouldn't put him
I don't see him as Magnus. I could see. I know he's dead, but the guy who played Snape, whatever his name was, he could play Conrad Kurz.
Who played Conrad Kurz?
Guy who played Snape.
Snape? Yeah.
I forget his name.
Alan Rickman?
Yeah, Alan Rickman. I know he's dead, but Alan Rickman could have played.
Actually, for Conrad Kurz, I would pick the guy who played Morbius, so he could continue even more.
But no, I was gonna have him be Corvus Corax.
Nah, he's too
Hugo Weaving could be Corvus Corax.
Yeah. Right?
And who would play Jagatai Khan?
Gosh, what's his name? Like he was like the main samurai in Last of the Samurai.
Yeah. Oh gosh, what's his name? I forget his name. He could totally do it. He has the look.
Or you could just find any random Mongolian because those guys are jacked.
And then find Lehman Russ.
Like Lehman Russ has to be played by the guy who did Ulfric.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Raven, are you going to see One Piece film Red?
Of course I am. I've seen every One Piece movie they've made, even the bad ones. So I'll definitely see One Piece film Red.
You want Sean Bean as Lehman Russ? No, he doesn't have the.
No, Sean Bean just doesn't have the presence.
You need, gosh, the guy. He's
but guys, the real question about who plays who in a Warhammer movie is who the heck would we get to play Naja Aldmera? That's the real question here. And I know y'all weren't thinking it, but I was thinking.
Gina Carano?
Who did she play again? I'm sorry.
She was in The Mandalorian.
I don't know. Gina Carano could do it, but
Gal Gadot.
Actually, Gal Gadot could pull it off, I think. But I'm thinking someone else. Who's that other woman?
Nicolas Cage is Malcador.
Nicolas Cage is that actually makes a lot. No, Nicolas Cage is Lorgar.
Okay, sushi.
I need to worship something.
Malcador, I want to be played by Jeff Goldblum.
Yes. Malcador is Jeff Goldblum.
It's like as he's trying to explain to Lorgar. You can't go against the Imperial truth.
My dear Emperor, if you would just listen, and you see, the fact is, you can't just deny. You can't deny the reality that chaos is inevitable. Okay, it's something that we cannot control. It's something beyond even your control, if you allow me to say so. But it's a theory, and I think that if you really try to overanalyze it, it will find a way.
Okay. Who would be the Chaos God? Since we're probably just needing voice for that, I would vote. Gosh, trying to remember.
You could Slaanesh could You would need to get like what's her name? God dang it, what's her name? Colleen Klinkenbeard could do Slaanesh. Because she's kind of got that ability to go kind of between a male and female tone.
Yeah, and so that would work.
Angron could be sorry, Korn could be Mark Hamill could do Sneech. I could see that. And maybe for
Henry Cavill as the Emperor. No, I specifically want Henry Cavill to play Caiaphas Cain.
correct. That is the only person he can play. How long have we been waiting on this match? Game.
Wakey, wakey.
We've been waiting a while.
Alex Jones has scored.
Yeah, actually, there we go. Actually, that'd be kind of clever, but I'm not thinking Alex Jones. I'm thinking
Actually, I think Alex.
Patrick Sates is corn. Frankie.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know why, but I thought of a corner person. I was like, what? No.
No, Patrick Sates. Actually, let's see. And then who could play Nurgle? Who can do Nurgle?
Let's see. Who's the slimiest person?
You captured Zone C. You lost Zone A.
Jeff Goldblum.
No.
So this is how it ends. A menage a trois.
Danny DeVito has the Emperor. Danny DeVito, I think, might make a good Nurgle. Yeah, I agree with Dragon, but Danny DeVito is Nurgle.
No, I don't see Danny DeVito as Nurgle.
I'll just let him play a great unclean one.
I mean, yeah, for sure, but I'm thinking someone like really gross, like who can just sound gross.
Seth Rogen?
Yeah, Seth Rogen could pull that off pretty well. Oh, the battle began 3 against 1, and yet now stands only 1.
Actually, I want to change it. I want Mark Hamill to be the Eldar laughing god.
That's getting too. I feel like he would fit well as Sneech, unless you have a better idea for Sneech.
Let's see what we can think of. James Woods is Sneech.
James Woods is Sneech. That would actually work really well.
Alex Jones, no, I want Alex Jones to be Haldor Drago. Just runs right into the horde. Just so he can be the closest thing to the Doom guy.
Yeah, for sure.
You lost Zone A.
Alright, so we're up against 2 Kongs, a Warden, and a Sanhu. We're winning, but this isn't going to last long. Their Kongs are going to catch up in a second.
Young Bruce Campbell would have worked for Caiaphas Cain. I'm not sure if he could pull the accent off. I've kind of been spoiled by the audiobook, so I have a very specific idea of how he is. But yeah, at least in body, yeah, Bruce Campbell would have worked perfectly. Matthew McConaughey as Korax. I can't. The problem is, I can't. I would be imagining Korax going, oh yeah. Actually, Matthew McConaughey, I would, if I had to make him a Primarch, I'd make him like Alpharius or Omegron.
Dang it!
What did we do to you? Go down there.
Man,
Keanu Reeves as Altharius. Okay.
Alright, I can see that. Although I could probably see him as
captured
Conrad
Zone
Curtis,
A.
too.
I don't know if he's batshit crazy enough to be Curtis. Actually, Keanu Reeves might make a good Korax.
What about, Adam Driver? Maybe he could play.
I could see. I don't see him playing a Primarch. But I could see him playing either a Night Lord or a Raven Guard.
I could see that.
The Rock is Angron.
I don't think he has it in him to be that angry.
I would put the Rock, like out of all the Primarchs, I think would probably be more closer to Vulcan. I know he's not dark enough, but like his temperament. Hey Raven One, what would you think of Danny DeVito being a Skaven? Yes!
You
Yes!
lost Zone A.
Telling a story where I saw those Space Marines, I just started blasting. Well, the thing is, Skaven aren't in 40k. At least not any time. Like I don't think they've been put back in. But if they ever made a fan,
Oh my god!
I would love Danny DeVito to play a Skaven boss. That was awesome.
Guys, I'm gonna be real honest. It is hard to play PvP right now since everyone's going conk, and it is just not fun to play against conk right now. The For Honor developers are gonna have to fix this. They're gonna have to fix conk, and soon, if they want this game. Not to stay alive, because people will still play the game regardless. But eventually, no one's gonna want to keep doing this. No one's gonna want to keep subjecting to this conk bullying.
Nick Cage is an orc warbot.
You captured Zone A.
God damn it. And look at all three of them just ganking up on all of it. It is insane. They're not even trying to win anymore. They just want to kill all of us. All four of them are on top of those two. Yep, there it is.
David and the Rock has lost Primarch.
Oh my god! How many kills have I got? 5? I don't even believe that. And what about, and look at this one conk at the top of their team. One death. One death. Oh my lord. One death. Okay, we gotta turn this around. I mean, I know we're winning, but I'm just so tired of getting my butt kicked by this same team.
Don't you love it when it's like, hey, I want to attack that guy over there. Nah, you want to attack that guy 30 miles away.
Okay, just remember, he never commits to the unblockable. He always cancels.
Jordan Peterson, 40K. Who would Jordan Peterson?
I don't know.
Head of the Lobster Marines. Okay, Emperor, here's 12 rules of life to save the Imperium. I like it.
Yeah, there's a time who's special. Yeah! Look, he literally whipped out both his fourth and his third feet on me! Someone's a little scared! And just look, see, we were winning, but they turned it around already. It didn't take long. I'm gonna try to go to A and fix this, but I don't have high hopes. They're running 2 conks, and while Shaolin has gotten a great upgrade, he's nothing compared to conk. Absolutely nothing.
Hey Raven, what would your reaction be if Games Workshop decided to make your Primarch Nausea Almera canon?
I would love that. They'd ruin her, but I'd love that. I'd love that they decided to make her.
Maybe Dave and Attenborough as Rylanor? Who do you think Weird Al Yankovic would be? Whoever did Yang 101.
This is gonna feel good.
You captured Zone C.
Ah, that felt good.
Imagine that. You're riding that conch high horse and you still lost. That's gotta hurt.
Well, I can't take all the credit. I was not the best on this team. Man, guys, playing against Conch is scary, but we've just proved something tonight. We proved something very serious. We proved something very important. Just because you have a team with more than one Conch does not mean you necessarily will win. We managed to win that one. So, take that for what it is. Alright, how much time we got? I got time for... What do you say? Do we need another Dominion, or should we go straight to Breach? What do you think, Lark?
Considering we have somewhere to be at 9 tomorrow?
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, pulling out and going to Breach. I hate it. Like I said, guys, you're not going to see anything from me until next week. This weekend I'll be fully indisposed. Alright, so we finished up with the hybrid order. But I forgot to change orders. Dang it. Alright, well, let's see. Who can I go? I've gone a samurai, I've gone pirate, I've gone Wulin. Let's go Viking. We need to go a Viking. Let's go Jormungandr. I haven't gone Yorn in a little while. Let's go Yorn. Let me get something to drink too while I'm at it. You know, we were supposed to, you know, it's funny. I called this stream Let My People Go. We were talking about the plagues a minute ago, but now we're just talking about Warhammer. It's crazy.
Indeed. I also want a movie with 40K to be narrated by Morgan Freeman. And so the Tyranids began to overtake the planet, forcing the Imperium's forces to retreat and commit to an exterminatus on the planet, killing all of its life forms in its entirety. Morgan Freeman.
Indeed. You know, I was asked an interesting question earlier, Lark, from Hannah, and I thought that it would make a good rant topic tonight.
Oh.
Yes, indeed. If y'all are prepared for the rant, of course. Okay, so that's the best way to start this. Hannah and I were talking, and Hannah asked me, why is it that so many Hollywood movies and TV shows and productions like them just suck these days? Why are they all terrible? Why do they all feel so bad? And I thought about it, and I realized I feel like Hollywood these days has a method to how they think about creating movies. And I think I figured out the method. It's a 3-step method. The first thing that they do is they say, okay, we need to come up with a way to get audiences into the theater. But first, we want to make sure that we create a movie that will bring audiences in. They'll just come rolling in by the droves. So what do? Well, make it big and loud. Get big special effects. Get awesome action scenes. Get some really cool visuals. Get some big epic soundtracks. You know, get some cool costumes. You know, CGI all over the place. You got to make a big, huge, awesome visual marvel for people to see. That's the first step. Okay, that's a good way to get people into the film, but we got to make sure that everyone comes. You know, we got to make sure this appeals to as wide an audience as possible. So how are we going to do that? Well, that leads to the second part. You got to make sure that everyone in your film meets at least one demographic that you want. So if you want so you need at least one white person, but make sure you get a couple black people, some women, Hispanics, an Asian maybe thrown in there. Make sure you get some LGBTQ representation in there as well. Make sure you fill in all those check boxes. Make sure we get all that diversity, because people are stupid, and they are so stupid that they have to see themselves represented on the screen in order to feel passionate about it. A black person obviously cannot enjoy a movie that has no black people in it. You know, that they just can't do that. That is beyond them. They are incapable. Therefore, we must make sure that all of our movies have at least one token black person in it, so that black people will feel like, hey, I can watch this movie now. It has a person who looks like me in it. Never mind how absolutely racist that sounds. It's just the way it is, people. That's how we make our movies. That's how we make the big ching-ching. Okay, now we've got that, so what next? Because it's one thing to get people to come in and see a movie. But it's got to be something they talk about afterwards. They've got to tell all their friends about this movie. They got to go tell others about what they saw in this movie. How are we going to get people talking about this movie even after they've seen it? How are we going to get people to remember this movie? Well, that's obvious. It's got to relate to what they feel. No, not what they've gone through or things that they believe. No. Things that we believe and we think they believe and thus will agree with. That's right, we need solid moral messages that we believe are morally founded. Not whether or not they actually are real, not whether or not they actually stand for anything. No, see, that's just not the way it's supposed to work. Oh, hold on. Because I'm close to death, I need to kill this guy. You see, the reality is that when you create a story, if it relates, thank you. When you create a story, naturally, if it has realistic and relatable characters, then a moral or a message will usually come with it, because when we watch something that we can relate to, we can see our experiences and the life lessons we've taken represented on the screen. But they don't realize that. They think that we're, again, too stupid to realize that. We just want to see the things they agree with. We want to see the things that they believe represented on screen. So if they believe that you should question all government authority, that racism is as prevalent and obvious as it is today, and white people are all just hateful, if it's that capitalism is bad and rich people are evil, if it's that climate change is such a hot button issue that everyone just needs to know about it, yeah, then make sure that that's shoved all over the place in your film. Don't be subtle. Don't even make the characters relatable. Just shove that everywhere so that people will know that we are giving them a moral to follow. So, they follow these 3 steps. Make sure that it hits all the diversity quota. Make sure that it's loud and bombastic. And make sure that it forces a message that they think we want to hear. That is the ticket. That is what they do. Now, is that the right way to make a movie? Well, looking at the way most movies are released and TV shows are released nowadays, I'd say no. No, as a matter of fact, I would say that we should reverse all 3 of those. The diversity thing. Oh, I don't care if you have diverse characters in your film. That's not a problem. I would even encourage having a diverse cast. But more than having a diverse cast, you need to have a meaningful cast. Which is more important, having a bunch of diverse representative characters in your film, or having characters who have an impact on the film? John Boyega, the actor who played Finn in the Star Wars sequels, pretty cool guy. I was watching his interview. I didn't know he was British. He has a very nice British accent, and he sounds very respectable. He said in his interview that he was told not to use his accent. He was told not to. He was told to give a more American accent. He also said that he had an idea for how he should perform his character. He thought, because I'm a soldier and was raised as a soldier, I should probably act gruff and by the book and by the numbers and direct, not having much of a personality or humor. And part of my character growth and character arc would be learning to become more humorous and learning to gain wit and learn to take a joke and stuff like that. That would be a good way to show character progression. And I said, yeah, that would be good. I can't promise the character would be great, but it would definitely be better than what we got, for sure. But no, they told him not to do that. They basically negotiated him down to token status. He is just, oh, we need a black character in this production? Here's your black character. You got your token, but you did not create a meaningful character. Finn is not a meaningful character. He doesn't add anything to the story. He doesn't change anything, really. He doesn't affect anyone. He doesn't affect anything. He is, as Shadversity described him, the Rey Screamer. His job is to just see Rey and go, Rey! That's his job. That's all he does. Then talk about the big bombastic special effects. Oh, absolutely. If you can make your film have really cool effects, that's awesome. But effects become dated. Effects wear out. What really matters is timelessness. So instead of focusing on the big bombastic effects and fight scenes, why not make a engaging story? I think that would last a lot longer. Let's face it, some of the special effects we see in stuff like the original Batman movie or Indiana Jones or even the original Star Wars movie haven't aged well. They're not as great as we'd like them to be. But that's not what we remember them for. No one looks at the original Star Wars and goes, oh, what great effects. They look at it and go, what a fantastic story. You know? And then finally, the forced messages. Like I said before, the reality is... There you go. That face. The reality is that all stories that relate to us on a fundamental level will have a message or moral tacked on naturally. And why is that? Because quite often, it isn't about how the moral message is relevant to the time, but how our experiences connect to the characters that we're witnessing. Let me, let's go. Trying to think of who to go next.
Have you tried out Shaolin in his new rework?
Yes, I have actually, but we've got a samurai, a Viking, another samurai. What the heck? Let's go Shaolin again. I just feel like doing Shaolin again. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. Where was I? Oh, yeah. It's about, like, for example, take Aesop's Fables. Aesop's Fables are usually about animals. We can't relate to animals necessarily, but the animals and their actions and behaviors often show us something in their attitudes. That hubris can lead to our own downfall. In fact, there are several myths that talk about that. They're not trying to force a politically relevant message of the day, because the politically relevant message of the day may not be the political relevant message of tomorrow. You want to know one of the reasons why Rising of the Shield Hero, the anime, was so hated when it first came out? Because now Fumi, the main character, was falsely accused of rape by a princess who was out to get him. This was brought up at the same time as the hashtag #MeToo movement, which was about we should believe all women, and the idea that a woman would make up a rape accusation is wrong. So Rising of the Shield Hero got a lot of hate from Western audiences. Nowadays, most people don't even remember that was a problem. Most people don't even remember that was an issue. Why? Because the political issue was no longer relevant. It was no longer there. It was no longer a big deal. Goblin Slayer, the first episode of Goblin Slayer. Huge issue, totally controversial. No one even remembers now. No one remembers what was controversial about it. Because the political talking point changed. It's gone. It's no more. And no one cares anymore. We've moved on to other things. That's why the message should be timeless. Rather than the message be about climate change, women's rights, strong woman, racism, or anything like that. Instead, maybe the moral or message, if there has to be one, I don't even think there always has to be one, the message should be one that will reach through the ages. Like maybe hubris can lead to a man's downfall. That it's better to be respectful to others and expect respect and therefore you will get respect in return. But that's just it. I think that's the major part, because I think that Hollywood has forgotten what morality looks like about their lives. I mean, you've got WandaVision, which has Scarlet Witch literally enslaving an entire town to live in a puppet universe of her own design that basically lives out a sitcom-style reality for her own entertainment, because she feels upset that Vision died and she wants to live in her own little safe space where no one can hurt her and everything's the way she wants it. But she's the good guy. When the government agents show up to tell her to let the town go, they're the bad guys because they're the ones with the guns telling her what to do. When the townsfolk beg her to either let them go or let them die, they're just the ones who don't understand the struggle she's having. They're the ones that don't understand what she's going through. And then when she finally does decide to release the town, it's sad because they just don't understand what she had to sacrifice to do that. Like, she had to give up her own happiness for them. Like, does she realize how selfish they were being and how selfless she is being by letting them go free and not cater to her whims? And if any of you, and you might be thinking, but a superhero shouldn't do that in the first place. You're exactly right. Someone let Hollywood know that. You're dead. I said you're dead. Thank you.
Pike Queen got tired of waiting.
Yep. Then you have Black Widow, who buries an entire prison in snow. Keep in mind, this is the same woman whose whole character arc is about erasing the red in her ledger, making up for the crimes and evil things she did in the past, making up for all the lives she took. And she buries an entire prison in snow, killing hundreds. And she doesn't even bat an eye at it. It doesn't bother her. Why? Well, because it looked cool. And she was a really badass fighter. And isn't that what y'all care about? It's not about her character's consistency. It's not about what she represents as a character. It's about that she looked cool doing it, and that's all that matters. Right into the fire. That's why I think Hollywood has forgotten what it means to be moral, what it means to create meaningful, time-lasting characters and stories. Because they don't care about long-lasting characters or stories. They care about meeting the 3 criteria. Does it meet all the checkboxes of diversity? Is it big, loud, and flashy so that it distracts the little kiddies? And does it teach a message that we want these kids to remember forever? You're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. Shut up. Buddy. No. I hope he figures it out. Got him. Anything in chat, or did I lose people with that?
Oh no, there were a lot of people who were right along with you. There were also a side conversation with people wondering if you knew about the Ackman situation.
I have heard about the Ackman situation. So basically, if I know the situation correctly, correct me if I'm wrong.
Will do.
Quantum TV released a video bashing on Elden Ring, saying that he hated the game, it was a terrible game, and he didn't like it. And look, here's the thing. You don't have to like Elden Ring. I think it's a fun game, but it's not particularly my cup of tea. I think that's fine. You're not required to like it. But Ackman made a video responding to him saying that in his review of Elden Ring, he was objectively wrong on several points, and saying that he was overreacting to certain things. Quantum TV then tried to flag his video for copyright, and YouTube gave that to him. YouTube agreed. And then not only demonetized it, but gave him a copyright strike on his channel. Ackman tried to appeal this. YouTube manually reviewed his video and then flagged it for nudity, even though there was nothing nude in it, and are now saying that his entire channel, not just the video, but his entire channel is now demonetized, so he can't make any money off of it. And what's hilarious about this is that was a manual appeal. And this wasn't a YouTube algorithm bot that can make mistakes and be really annoying. No, this was a YouTube manual appeal, which means a physical person had to watch the video and then say there was nudity in this video when there was absolutely no nudity. So now Ackman, I think, is looking into getting lawyers involved against YouTube.
I think they're looking to GoFundMe for anything to help them out. So yeah, according to a person, you're right on the money.
Yeah, and here's the thing about that. That's heinous. It amazes me that YouTube can get away with that. It amazes me that they've sided so vehemently with Quantum TV. It's not even because Quantum TV was making any politically charged message either. It's that he was just he was throwing a temper tantrum. He was throwing a temper tantrum over the fact that people disagreed with him about a game. And instead of just admitting, you know what, maybe I said some things that I was incorrect about, or hey, you know what, let's just agree to disagree. No, he decides to double down and start harassing people for disagreeing with him and calling him out.
Even went so far as contacting people's mothers.
Yeah,
Like,
this
don't
is not
do that.
the fact that YouTube would defend this person and back him up is heinous.
Yes.
I don't know what Quantum TV has that.
The sad thing is, like, the only way to contact YouTube, like, and get them to do anything is, like constantly spam their Twitter account and go, what the heck are you thinking? And then finally someone goes, oh, hey, this is a PR nightmare. Maybe we shouldn't let morons do the manual reviews. It's absolutely obnoxious. Quantum or Ackman?
What are you talking about?
Well, there was also some problems with what he did on Twitter. Like, you're talking about Quantum, you're talking about Ackman. Because I know, like, Quantum did some crazy stuff on Twitter.
Well, that goes without saying. But Ackman, I feel like the reason YouTube allowed this to happen to him, or made it happen to him, is because I think they don't like Ackman. So
I'm willing to bet that's probably the real reason. Because I know, like, people that they like typically don't have to deal with the nonsense of YouTube, but people that they don't like typically get flagged far more frequently.
Kind of like Ethan Klein.
Yeah, but, like, there had to be, like people had to point out, like, yeah, that was what it was. Yep, I figured you were talking about Quantum. Yeah. But then again, what do you expect? Twitter's a crazy crap hole to begin with.
Absolute piece of crap.
Somebody, Elon Musk dropping a whole lot of change on that. Which I find hilarious. Hey Raven, did you ever hear about the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
It's not a story a Jedi would tell you.
Or a smuggler at a bar? Just
Stop making this easy for the Lawbringer. I said stop making this easy for the Lawbringer. You didn't touch it.
yeah, we know about Mischief, but we're focused on like the Ackman controversy and the concept.
Well, Mischief's had it rough, but Ackman, I think, is the one who...
Like, he's gotten the main brunt of it. In fact, Mischief's actually, he's actually, I think he has more subscribers than Quantum now, which is hilarious.
Well, I'm pretty sure Quantum has lost subscribers now.
Yeah. But then again, like...
Sound like what happened to, Just Some Guy.
Yeah, I mean, they both have, like, still have a decent size.
Oh, they both have decent sized following, but it's the same thing. Quantum TV, Ethan Klein, Just Some Guy, they made bad hot takes, doubled down when people called them out, and then they lost followers. That's what happens, and one day if I ever do the same thing, if I make a bad hot take, and I double down on it, I fully expect my numbers to deplete. But odds are pretty good. I'm not going to double down on anything. If I'm wrong about something, I'm going to admit I'm wrong about something. Like when I said that Elden Ring probably wasn't going to be enjoyable. I tried it out. I enjoyed it. I was wrong, and I made a video saying so. Now, do I think it's a game that I personally think is fantastic, and I'll just keep replaying it? No, it's just not my cup of tea. I've never truly enjoyed the Dark Souls games that much. And Slanders released a video just today saying why he was done with Elden Ring. So, I don't think everyone enjoys it objectively, and I don't think it should be enjoyed by everyone objectively. I think some games are made for some people, and some games aren't made for other people. But what I love about Quantum TV's argument is, if a game isn't made for everybody, then it just shouldn't be a game made. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. That's the reason we have different genres and styles of games. Are you retarded?
Yeah. It's like, it has to be enjoyed by everyone. Nah.
No, it doesn't. It most certainly does
I
not.
just got done playing a game that I'm pretty sure a good chunk of the population would hate. I had a lot of class.
What game is that? Oh. I don't care for you.
It's not very fun. That's okay.
How about Shaolin fighting off minions? This feels wrong somehow. There we go. Wait a minute. No. Go away.
That's a very bad box. Go away. Hey Raven, did you like Assassin's Creed Origins?
I did not play it. Mark played it.
Of what I played, I actually really enjoyed it, but I stopped playing it because Odyssey came out and Ancient Greece interests me more than Ptolemaic Egypt. I like both, but I mean, I'm one of those weird people that actually likes Odyssey. So
Yeah, everyone says Odyssey's bad.
like me, I had a ball with it.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I have problems with
Oh
Odyssey.
yeah, it's got some serious problems, but at the same
The
time,
biggest problem being it calls itself an Assassin's Creed game.
yeah, I'm thinking there's literally before the Assassin's Creed, it's called like Hoplites Creed or something. Like established, like, hey, this is in the Assassin's Creed universe, but different thing. You're allowed to do that. Like Halo Wars was a different type of style of game from so they made Halo.
I heard the Creed of Leonidas.
Or Spartan's Creed.
Spartan's Creed, or you know, there are options, but
Or Creed of Antiquity, or something along those lines. Honestly, for the past 3 games, that would have been...
why does this keep happening to me? There we go.
Which is worse, Valhalla or Odyssey? Valhalla.
Valhalla's so much worse. Oh my gosh, Valhalla's worse.
We're going to go into greater detail when we get through it, but like, here's the thing. Odyssey, you will never have any problem figuring out, oh, okay, I will need something to do. You can find it wherever you are, or you can go somewhere and you can have a grand old time, ignoring the main story mission or playing through it. There's always something to do. Valhalla, you have to hunt for stuff to do, and what you do as side stuff in both games is very different. Odyssey, hunting down and killing animals, going on naval missions, getting involved in battles, hunting mercenaries, assassinating people, also all sorts of things you would expect from, you know, a classic RPG or assassin style game. Side stuff in Valhalla, Viking rap battles, drinking contests, helping a guy burn down his house.
Well, I think my problem with Valhalla isn't even that. Here's my problem with Valhalla. Assassin's Creed, for a long time, was about taking the world of Assassins versus Templars and inserting it into historical places. Like Ptolemaic Egypt, Greece in its antiquity. But with Valhalla, they did not insert it into a historical place. They didn't put it in Viking-era England. They put it in Viking mythology England. Because you see Odin walking around, and remember, this is the same game that mocks the idea of Jesus. Yeah, in Assassin's Creed 2 and 1, they mock Jesus and Moses and every other Judeo-Christian influenced deity or prophet. I mean, they have Odin walking around. In this new DLC they're releasing, which looks nothing like Assassin's Creed, it looks like God of War. They're showing Jotun showing up. They're showing literal Jotun and gods. Are you serious? Like, it is an Assassin's Creed. It wants you to think it's Assassin's Creed. It has nothing to do with Assassin's Creed.
Well, and also, here's another big problem I had. Walking around Ptolemaic Egypt and Origins and ancient Greece and Odyssey, it felt alive. You walked through a town, there were people. You went through the countryside, you saw travelers walking around, you saw patrols going through. In Valhalla, unless you're saying like London, there are so few people. And I know England didn't have like a ridiculously large population at the time, but it just, like, I ran around England looking for crap to do, things that, and I was just dumbfounded. Like, I don't understand how someone can look at Valhalla and say this is a great game, but in the same breath knock down Odyssey.
For sure.
And also, like, to your point, it was weird because the other two handled the mythology, I think, much better. Like Origins, you saw, like, you sort of like went into, like, you like were somewhat sort of dreams. Then in Odyssey, there were clearly projections created by the pieces of Eden, so there was a connection back to the original lore. But in Valhalla, you literally get drugged out and you think you're Odin. And I'm just going, I didn't want to play as Odin, I wanted to play as a Viking.
And the main character, in my opinion, is insufferable.
In Valhalla?
Yeah.
I just think he's bland.
Well, that's my point. There's nothing to them. They're just a badass. Okay. Can I get some personality?
It's like Bayek, Alexios, and Cassandra all have personality to them.
Yeah.
But with Eivor, it's just like, not that the voice actor does a bad job, but the thing is, like, they don't let him go through with much. It's just like, this is milquetoast Viking, everyone.
Because what they said was they didn't say, we don't want to share actual Viking history. We want to share myth, because that's what people care about, the Viking myth.
We need another true AC game, maybe Canada. Play Rogue.
Play Rogue, yeah. You'll go to Canada.
You'll go to Canada.
Oh, Canada.
I mean, Rogue.
Go to Korea or China
Or Japan.
I'm gonna talk about this when I get to it, because I'm finishing up Assassin's Creed Revelations. Then I'm gonna talk about Assassin's Creed Embers, a short film that was released after Assassin's Creed Revelations, and I'm gonna talk about why it's one of the greatest things Assassin's Creed ever released, and why it's one of the most awful things Assassin's Creed ever released, because it can be both, and it is both. It's amazing, and for those here, I'll go ahead and tell you, it's one of the best, because it introduced Xiao Zhu, a Chinese assassin, during an era when the Assassins and Templar conflict would actually make a lot of sense in China. one of the many times. And so we all saw that and thought, all right, we're actually going to go to China. We're going to get a brand new legacy in the East with the Assassins, something that people have been asking for a while. Instead, we got Assassin's Creed 3. But okay, I guess you got to finish up Desmond's story. Then we'll go to Shaolin. No, next we got Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Oh, okay. Well, I guess now you're done. You're going to... No, we've got Assassin's Creed Rogue. Okay, well, now you're done. No, you got Assassin's Creed Unity. Are you ever going to go to China? Here's Assassin's Creed Chronicles. What's this? It's the China story you always wanted. Oh, great. Do we get to play as Xiao Jun? Yes, you do, as well as an Indian and a Russian assassin. Wait, how does that figure? Because it's literally 3 games in one. Wait, what? That sounds very weird. How did you do that? Because they're all 2D side-scroller platform games. No, I'm not joking. Literally. You introduced us to Xiao Jun, the Chinese assassin, the one who Ezio encouraged to save her people and her community. And instead of giving us a true Assassin's Creed game, you said, here's a freaking Mario wannabe. And I know what people said, you only don't like it because it's not like the other Assassin's Creed games before it. You're not open to change. And my response to that is, actually, you're 100% right. You are 100% right. It is nothing like the Assassin's Creed games that came before. It is nothing like any of them. But here's the reality. Here's what I would say to that. Pick another game that you love, and if someone decided to turn it into something it fundamentally was not, would you then say, oh, well, you're just not open to change? You're just not open to change. If Star Wars was suddenly about cowboys and Indians, would you say, you're just not open to change? You're just not open to change. Maybe some things do need to stay the same.
Imagine if suddenly they took Assassin's Creed and turned it into a dating sim. Would you suddenly be like, oh, you're just not open to change?
Assassin's Creed dating sim. I'd kill for you. Yeah, I hate what they did to Xiao Jun. I hate that they made Assassin's Creed Chronicles. I hate that that's a thing.
Yeah, because they had a perfect setup to go to and just not.
And I played Assassin's Creed Chronicles. I tried it. It's awful. It is a 2D side-scroller platformer.
Yeah, they did that with DQ. Yeah, but it's more of a joke than anything else.
That's clearly a joke. They weren't taking it seriously. But if you look at Chronicles, they clearly wanted you to take it seriously as its own thing. And I'm like, no, it's awful. It is fundamentally faulty. It is stupid. What is Assassin's Creed at the end of the day? It is an RPG where you take your character through a historical landscape. You meet people. You learn about the creed. You understand yourself as a character and the world better by following this character. You understand the plight of assassins and Templars through their fight. You have a battle of ideologies and understandings of the world. This is what Assassin's Creed has always been about. It's what it was fundamentally made to be. You use combinations of stealth and combat tactics to defeat your opponent. You have connections to the underground with which you take advantage. In this platformer game, it's purely stealth-based. Combat is absolutely idiotic. There is no spacing for combat. You basically have to just go through a platform screen, hide from guards, and sneak past them. You don't learn any ideologies. You don't learn or understand the creed better through their actions. They didn't even get the same voice actress who played Xiao Jun. The voice actress who played Xiao Jun clearly had a Chinese voice accent to her. In the game, British voice actress. The fundamental go-to when you don't know what else to do. Make it British.
Chinese British people. Yeah, it's basically a mobile game. Not even a good one.
It's awful. I couldn't get through mission 3. I was like, no, this is.
Hey Raven and Lark, would you say that Ghost of Tsushima is a better Asian Assassin's Creed than anything you released?
I don't want to say that because there's always the possibility they may release something in Asia. But right now, Ghost of Tsushima is the closest thing we have to an Assassin's Creed in Asia.
Yep, and son of a gun, it did amazing.
It did absolutely phenomenal.
And I'm pretty sure Ubisoft went, wait, why didn't we do that? We had a perfect setup to do that. We didn't do that. Why didn't we do that?
I know why. It's because they're like, oh, you know, everyone does samurai stuff.
Yeah, everyone does Viking crap too.
Want to know why everyone does samurai stuff? Because it sells, you numbnuts.
Yeah, I was like, Ghost of Tsushima did so well. Like, literally, the island of Tsushima like granted like honorary citizenship to the people that made it.
It did so well it pissed off the left.
Not even really the left, just a few morons on Twitter.
Well, they were all, because keep in mind, they were all arguing that Ghost of Tsushima is offensive.
They were just butthurt that it did better than The Last of Us 2.
Well, rightfully so. Mario 64 is better than Last of Us 2.
Hey Raven, who's a better character, Bayek or Ezio?
Ezio.
Listen, I like Bayek. He's he was the probably the first character since Ezio that I think actually had a decent personality. Shay Cormac was okay, but like Arno is just a horny Frenchman. The Fry twins
With a British accent.
Indeed.
They couldn't even get a French accent for the French character.
And this game is made in Quebec.
And you can't get French accents in people. Assassin's Creed, why you do this to me?
And I did not hear a single ho ho ho.
I didn't hear someone yell baguette. Or croissant.
That would be a great joke sword, the baguette sword.
The baguette sword.
It'd be about as effective as the actual blades in the game.
Yeah. Like, they give you a katana in Unity. Ooh.
You're allowed to like Arno Duncan. I
thought he was scummy.
I didn't even think he was just scummy. It's just like, his whole character is, I want to bang Templar chick.
Yeah, literally, that's his whole character.
And
literally, he wants to create a unity between the Assassins and Templars because Templar chick hot. Me want bang.
It's just like, listen, it worked in Rogue because you actually wound up working for the Templars. But the problem was, I played Rogue, I enjoyed it, and it set up a promise that, hey, good things are going to come in Unity. Spoiler for Rogue and for Unity. Shay Cormac, the main character of Rogue, kills Arno's father. That is the last thing you do before the end credits. And so, all throughout Unity, I was going, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. When are we going to fight Shay? When are we going to fight Shay? Here we go. Can't wait. Never shows up. But yeah, your father gets whacked. You get raised by Templars, and you never go, huh, maybe I should actually, follow that. What the frick? Lord. I personally felt that Alexios and Cassandra were as bland as Eivor. No, I felt like they had more personality working for them. Because, like, Alexios couldn't get legitimately angry. I never saw Eivor get, like, the only time, like, when he's, like, getting up in his berserker rage, he's like, I was like, really, dude? Can I get a little bit more out of you? And also, there's a bit of smugness to the both of them that I think is, like, is it, like, as strong as a character to say something like Ezio? Yeah. But
well, there is a smugness to Eivor, too.
Even that I didn't get to see so much. I guess the beauty is I get to see more of what is there to Alexios and Cassandra because there's more missions to work with, whereas with Eivor, it's, hey, go play tag with the kids. Hey, burn person's house down to make them feel like they're pretending to be on a raid. Yay. Then again, wouldn't Shay be an old man by the time Arno became an assassin?
Yeah, so.
So,
we fought Marcia. We fought Abu Halim in the first
He was
game.
the final boss.
And he's the oldest one of them.
Yeah, not to mention, you can't tell me Shay Cormac still wouldn't be taking scalps, like, what, 20 years later. But yeah, just like, I got robbed.
We all are.
But I will give him this. At least the relationship between Templar Girlfriend and Arno was more compelling than whatever the frick the Fry twins had.
Frick the Fry twins!
Yeah, I too enjoy playing an Assassin's Creed game where a little girl gets to talk down to me.
I also enjoy an Assassin's Creed game where it takes 500 punches or knife slashes to take a guy down. I do love those games.
Yeah, frick the combat in that game.
God, the combat in that game was ludicrously bad.
Look sharp.
I mean, ludicrously bad.
Like Ezio was still able to kill people when he was old. True, very true. Then.
Look at Ezio in Revelations. The dude's a freaking Giga Chad.
That was Thunder.
Thunder.
Thundercats. Oh,
The
dun, dun,
twins.
dun, dun.
Yeah, the Fry twins and Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Anyway, I think that should wrap us up for now.
All right.
We had a good run of it tonight, and it's almost 11, so I think that's a good place to start calling it.
Yep.
Let me go ahead and go through my heroes and do read over some questions I want.
All righty then.
Oh, and in summation about my thoughts on the rework, Shaolin's rework is phenomenal, although I thought that his lights were now enhanced. I don't know why they're not, but who knows, maybe I'll figure that out later. And Conqueror's rework, I think that they've got the right idea, they just went way too far. I think that there's something there. I genuinely think that there's a good idea in there. They just went a few steps too far, and now they need to backtrack. So that's my thought there. And do I think they'll backtrack? Yes. The community has made it very clear they don't like this update.
Yep. Bancroft Family Productions says, I hate both games that take place in my country, England. Like, they're absolute trash. I think Ubisoft really doesn't like England. Well, it is made in Montreal, so...
Ubisoft also doesn't like Christians very much. Let's be very clear. Yeah. I've had this conversation with Lark before, but I'm convinced that the creators of Assassin's Creed do not like Christianity. They always open up with, keep in mind, you know, a diverse team works on this, you know, of many cultures and faiths and creeds. Yeah, why is it Christianity gets the shaft, but every other religion is given its day? Not really. Think about that. I'm just curious. Why is that?
Okay, let's see. Raven, do you think Valhalla would be better if it was just about Vikings?
I think Valhalla would be better in the trash can.
But, yes, I think it would be better if it focused more on historical Viking actions.
I think it'd be better in the trash can.
I agree, but I'm just saying. Alright, Raven and Lark, what is your favorite period of American history? That's an interesting one.
I don't know.
See, I'm always partial to,
I like the 30s and 40s. Maybe the 50s.
yeah, the first half of the 20th century is always fascinating to study. I also like the early Republic. Looking at that, that's cool.
You're cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with those two. Are the Wu-Lin heroes Confucian, Taoist, or legalists? When Confucian fall in legalism?
Buddhist.
Probably Buddhist, maybe a little bit of Taoism.
Well, Shaolin is a Buddhist monk.
Yep. But, now why would a Buddhist monk be Buddhist?
It's just ridiculous.
I mean, Bao Shen's a Buddhist monk who happens to be Christian.
Aha!
Colonial times in the Wild Wild West. Hopefully with no Kenneth Branagh. I think Ezio and Scarface Predator would be great for... What?
An Ezio Scarface Predator?
They both have a grudge against the Borgia family. Okay, fair. I like Valhalla for dueling sea axes with poison and killing animals without going to court. I can kill animals in, like, AC3 and not go to court.
Yeah.
And, like, you could dual wield in, Rogue and Black Flag, too. I mean... Hey, Raven and Lark, what entertainment companies would you take over if you had the option? Which one would we take over?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to really take over any of them.
Well, if you take over, I'm assuming you can make whatever changes to whatever franchise. So, like, you'd probably take over Ubisoft.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm taking over Games Workshop.
For sure.
First things first, we're lowering the price of the dang minis.
No, the first thing is I'm firing everyone who has a third and fourth pronoun. Just saying.
I would take over Disney so I could fix everything. We got a lot of things. Somebody actually tweeted out like at Elon Musk, like, "Hey, now that this is now that you're getting Twitter, could you get Disney next?" And he just like sent like 2 eyes going, "Ooh." It's like, yes, Elon.
Buy Disney.
I don't think.
And make a movie about going into space, but not with Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, make Treasure the live-action Treasure Planet movie.
Ooh, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
I'd actually see that. No, hire up Japan to do an anime on it. That'd be cool.
It's like, hey Raven and Lark, would you rather date an assassin, a sister of battle, or an Amazonian?
When Amazonian, I'm sure you mean from DC. Sister of Battle. Because an Assassin's Creed, an assassin is going to be too devoted to the creed. Not going to be a good idea. An Amazon, most Amazons hate men, so that's going to be a problem. But a Sister of Battle, she may be devoted to the Emperor for sure, but hey, you know, I don't have to worry about her dying accidentally.
Let's see. You were very loose with what you said with the assassin things, and since like Yor technically falls into that category.
I mean, if you're counting Yor from Spy X Family, then
yeah,
I date that. I definitely date that.
Walt Disney is rolling in his grave. Yeah, that's how they power Disney World.
They just connected.
They strapped him into a turbine and saves them a heck of a lot of money. No, I don't think so, Dylan. For me, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Warner Brothers, and Disney. Yeah, take over those guys. Oh, her faith is with the Emperor, but her heart is all yours, Lark. Well, if that's the case, then I have to go Sisters of Battle. Because when else am I going to get a GF that has power armor and is a tote and a bolter? That's just
very true. Any other questions?
The way to my heart.
Any other questions before we call it?
So Walt Disney became Mr. House and only has no control over his vase. Yes, it's his own personal hell. I want to make a lot of cartoons. I hope you get that chance, Jaguar. But I think that's it for questions.
All right, well, in that case, let's go ahead and call it. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this stream. Quick update before we go. This weekend, like I said, my parents are coming down, so we're going to be spending most of tomorrow and Sunday with them, and I work both of those evenings, so don't expect any videos to come out in those 2 days. Sorry about that. I will get back to work on things next week, and we'll see where things go. I am working on the next Prince of Egypt piece. I am working on For Honor and Glory, and I am planning the next Legends video, so don't worry, there is stuff coming. Contrary to what you might be thinking, guys, I do like the new season. I like what I'm seeing. The game mode that they've released is entertaining. I liked it. I like some of the plague ideas, and we'll talk more about that as we go through. I may release a video talking about what the plagues are in reference to. And as for the reworks, because that's what everyone cares about, like I said, Shaolin, awesome. Conqueror, too awesome. We need to pedal backwards a little bit on that. How much? Not sure. But I can guarantee you this is not the end of the game. This game only dies when the entire community quits. And based on what I saw tonight, no one's quitting yet. Will it be frustrating? Hell yes. But we went through a similar situation when Shinobi got their rework, and we're still here to complain about Conqueror. So don't worry. I'm pretty sure we'll make it. I'm pretty sure we'll make it through this one too. All right. Well, in that case, I'm Raven. Thanks, Clark, for coming in at the last minute to help me out with this. And as always, I will see you in my next video. Take care.
Have a good one, guys.